Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Jeff. Thank you for checking out my channel, Films at Home. If this is your first time here, just to let you know, on this channel I do a lot of 4K Blu-ray reviews, movie collection updates, anything and everything to do with movie collecting I try to cover. So if you're into that sort of thing and you're a big collector, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I think you'll like what you see. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're not doing a review of just one title, but instead we're going to go through a bunch of titles that I've had sent in to me for review or I've picked up in recent sales over the summer. And just with summer being kind of busy, I haven't had a chance to sit down and do an individual review for each one of these. So they're each going to get a quick 15-20 second review. I'll show it off. I'll talk just a little bit about each movie, talk about where I got it from if I picked it up and what sort of deal I got, just to give you guys an idea of what the last couple months from a collector's standpoint, you know, what I've been doing, what I've been picking up, how I've been filling out my collection. I recently passed 2,000 Blu-ray and 4K discs. If you include some DVDs, I'm probably, you know, closer to 2,200. It's crazy how many movies I've been collecting in the last year, but it's been a lot of fun. So I want to share some recent pickups with you. Some really cool stuff in here, a rare out-of-print title, some really great horror pickups, some nice 4K titles, and actually a really cool book that I found at a flea market that I want to share with you at the end. Stick around to the end of this video for a giveaway as well. I'm working with Universal Studios. We're going to give away a Blu-ray pack. I'll get into some of the more details on that at the end of the video so you can learn how to enter and how to win. But that giveaway is going to close pretty soon, towards the end of this week. So you're going to have 2 or 3 days from the day that this video was posted to participate in the giveaway and then potentially win. So definitely stay tuned to the end to find out how you can win a nice Blu-ray package. And yeah, let's get started with these titles. Alright guys, so the first titles I got in here are both from the new Vestron video series. If you haven't heard of that, it's sort of a new Scream Factory, Shout Factory type of line of horror movies and cult films. They've got really collectible slipcovers. They're all numbered. It's run by Lionsgate, but they've kind of opened up this niche label, Vestron Video. If you haven't heard of them, definitely go check them out. I have a ton of their titles. It's really, really good stuff. Some really cool things like Chopping Mall. Blood Diner's another one. And so just a really cool series. What I got in from them recently, and these are both digitally restored, so these are new transfers to Blu-ray, is Beyond Reanimator. From the Reanimator series. If you're familiar with the Reanimator, Bride of Reanimator, this is Beyond Reanimator. And I also got, I believe this is pronounced Dagon. It is an H.P. Lovecraft story, really kind of a creature-driven fantasy world type of deal. Pretty cool, really enjoyed it, thought it was a decent storyline, but I really liked Beyond Reanimator better. I have the Arrow set for Bride of Reanimator, really, really loved that. And I just love this series. So this was a really good pickup. But both, great in the Vestron video series to have these numbers 15 and 16. So if you find those out in the wild, those are nice pickups. They're gonna be a little pricey, but they do a great job releasing these movies. Now the next few I got here are all from Kino Lorber, and I got them all from the Kino sale that happened. I believe it was back in June or maybe early July even. It might have even been earlier than that. It's been a while. But basically they had a really great sale. They have one every summer where they knock a bunch of titles down to really, really good prices. Their stuff is usually, $15, $20 to even $30 a pop. And during this sale you can get movies for $7 or $8, some of the premium stuff for $10 or $12. So it's a really, really great deal. These are all movies that I've seen before, so I haven't opened the Blu-rays up yet. But I've seen them on streaming sites, or I have DVD versions of them, except for one, which I'll show you at the end. But basically, I picked up a bunch of these titles. The first one is The Island of Dr. Moreau. Got this for about $8. Really, really good deal. Really well done Blu-ray, actually. I've seen this one posted on review sites. I haven't checked it out myself. It's an older release, but I've heard very good things about the transfer here. Also picked up a cult title with a riff tracks audio track included, which is super cool. It has the audio commentary from the riff tracks guys in it. It's The Incredible Two-Headed Transplant. Again, haven't had a chance to watch this yet, but I know of the movie. Really a weird cult movie. Actually has Bruce Dern in it, who is now, you've probably seen him in stuff like Nebraska. He was in The Hateful Eight. Just a classic famous actor who was in a movie like this, the sort of cheesy B movie. But the riff tracks included on this is what really sold me. Also picked up A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. I did think I said that right. A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. Yes, that's the title. Saw this one on Netflix a while back. Really, really interesting movie. Had to pick up the Blu-ray because it comes in this awesome set. So I haven't broke into it yet because I just haven't had the time. But if you check this thing out, it has this awesome, artwork on the front, a nice slip cover, a nice slip case, just a really premium look and feel to it. So I haven't had a chance to break into this one yet just because of time, but I am gonna break into it right now, show you guys what it's all about. Basically you have this slip case here, which is really nice. You don't see that for a lot of just standard releases. And then you're gonna have some really nice artwork on the inside, this sort of almost a Criterion feel to it. It has this cardboard flip case. Also have this really cool booklet here that came with it. Part graphic novel, part full of essays. Really feels like a Criterion release. It's even a foreign film. It is Iranian, I believe. And everything about this screams Criterion. But Kino got the rights and they did, an excellent job with this. One of their best Blu-ray releases in my opinion, and a very, very good movie. Next up here, I grabbed The Hills Have Eyes Part 2. I have the original Hills Have Eyes movie from Arrow Video, the great box set that they put out. One of my favorites in my collection of horror movies. So I had to have Part 2, obviously. I'm a huge Wes Craven fan. You can't see it here, but if I look right over here to the left, I've got an autographed picture of Wes Craven right below an autographed picture of John Carpenter. Those are my guys, so had to have this one. Really classic horror movie, and again, they did a great job with the release here. Really nice Blu-ray. I know the movie well, just haven't had a chance to check out the Blu-ray myself, but again, reviews online were really solid. That's what led me to pick it up. This is the only one that I had opened up to this point, and this is an old movie. If you know Drew Barrymore, then you may know John Barrymore. This is from 1920. This is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. John Barrymore is Drew Barrymore's grandfather, unless I'm mistaken, but I believe it's her grandfather. Could be great-grandfather, don't quote me on that. But basically, this was his sort of breakout role. And it's an all black and white movie, just a really nice job by Kino. Simple case, but it was mastered for the Blu-ray from 35mm film elements, whatever they could find. They did a really nice restoration. It's an awesome adaptation of this book, and it's a really, really cool movie to have in your collection. This is the sort of stuff Kino does that nobody else really does, is take those old silent era films and stuff from the 1920s and even before then, put out great Blu-ray releases. They've done Nosferatu, they've done the Buster Keaton movies, they did the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Like, they've done really, really great stuff. This goes right in with that. Awesome job by them. Really happy to have this, and to get it for, I believe, $13. It goes on Amazon for $20 all day, every day, so I got a great deal on it. And then the last one here is another sort of classic creepy horror movie, remastered in HD by Kino, and this is the Pitt Fun movie. Nothing really else to say about it. I thought it's cool. I saw it way back in the day. Had to have it in the collection, and I believe it was $8 in the Kino sale. You're not going to find this movie for $8. Great deal, great Blu-ray, totally remastered. Have to have it in your collection. Now, just to round out the rest of the horror movies, I was also sent this for review. This is another Wolf Cop. If you didn't think we had enough with the first Wolf Cop, well, now you've got another one. Hilarious movies, really gory, really fun. Decent Blu-ray, but really it's just a classic. As I drop one of my movies, that's great. Really fun, really gory, just a classic like cheesy B movie that's being remade. There's kind of been this resurgence of, hey, let's make goofy movies again, and we can put them out on Blu-ray and DVD now. There's Kickstarters, there's Indiegogo, there's stuff like that. You can get the funding to do this yourself, and then movies like this start to come out from RLJE Entertainment. It's really fun. The first one was great. The second one's a nice follow-up. I think you guys will really like this one. Also picked up from Scream Factory. This just came out, In the Mouth of Madness, from John Carpenter, collector's edition. Like I said, I'm a John Carpenter geek. I have a signed picture. I have my Halloween Blu-ray signed. I have my Michael Myers Funko Pop signed. I have a poster of The Thing signed by him. I'm just a huge geek. Can't wait for Halloween to come out this fall and to check out the new Halloween 4K Blu-ray. Interesting story about this. Ordered this from Bull Moose, came to me without a slipcover on release day. Thought that was weird. Reached out online, asked some people, did you get slips? They all got slipcovers. Come to find out that Scream Factory and Shelf Factory had a problem with the distribution. So typically they shrink wrap around the slipcover, and that keeps it nice and tight. For this release, they didn't. A bunch of slipcovers got damaged in transit, or they got lost. You know, they just got lost in the shipment, flew off the Blu-ray. And so some people were getting plain Blu-ray discs. I saw a lot of slipcovers online, but if you're like me and you did just get the standard Blu-ray disc without the slipcover, send them an email. I emailed them. They're getting me one out within 5 days. They guarantee slipcovers for the first 3 months. And so they'll honor that if you email them, if you run into that issue. But I'm really excited to check this out. This is a John Carpenter movie that I actually haven't seen, so let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Another one I got for review here, this is The Strangers Pray at Night. There is a great scene in this that involves a pool. I won't spoil any more, but this was fun, not as serious as the first Strangers movie, which in my opinion is a top 5 scariest movie for me. That movie creeped me out so much when I was in high school and I went to see it. Absolutely terrifying home invasion movie, really bothered me. I still remember it. I still have a hard time watching it. I have the Scream Factory edition of that. And then this is the follow-up here, the sequel. It's a lot of fun, goofy, good Blu-ray. You know, if you're just looking for a fun horror movie, sort of slasher type thing on a Friday night, this is a good pick. And last but not least, in the horror Blu-ray and DVD collection, this is the out-of-print title I was talking about, and I got very lucky with this. Now, you probably know if you're a horror collector or any movie collector that Dead Alive is one of the hardest Blu-rays to find, and the DVD is equally as hard. You can find them on eBay, but you'll buy a copy on eBay on Blu-ray for $90 to $100 most times. You might be lucky to be able to get it for 50 or 60 bucks, and DVDs typically go for 25 or 30. So, didn't get a Blu-ray, but managed to get the DVD. From what I've heard, the Blu-ray isn't much of an upgrade in terms of quality. It was a kind of crappy release, which is why it got pulled so quickly and why it's out of print. So the DVD is just as good in many people's opinions, so I had to grab it. Found this one at Bull Moose, and I found it online. Just randomly searching through their website one day for out-of-print titles. They had one of these sitting in a store in Maine. I can't believe nobody had picked it up from that store, but I ordered it right away, showed up 2 days later. I was pumped. I've been looking for this in stores for years. Finally found it. Awesome, awesome horror movie. A must-have in your collection. And if you can find it in the wild, I didn't technically find it in the wild, but I did some digging for years and finally got lucky and found one online. This ran me $11 from Bull Moose. They knew what they had. They weren't, you know, gonna charge $2 like a regular horror DVD, but they didn't really upcharge me, so it was great. $11 is an awesome deal for this movie. Really happy to have it in my collection. So now I'm just gonna run through a few more movies that were sent to me real quick. Like I said, 15, 20-second reviews. I got You Were Never Really Here, Joaquin Phoenix movie. Really nice Blu-ray, amazing movie. Joaquin Phoenix, like, deserves awards for this one. I don't know if he'll get them. It's a smaller movie, but awesome, awesome movie. You know, kind of fierce and dark, but amazing job by him in that movie. Then I also got I Feel Pretty with Amy Schumer. If this isn't the worst movie I've seen this year, then please somebody find me one that is worse. The first half hour of this is actually like kind of funny, and I was like, oh, maybe everyone was wrong. And then it just drags for 2 hours plus, and it's awful, and they take so many twists and turns, and it's just horrendous. It's an absolute train wreck. Shout out to her other movie, but that's what it was. It was a train wreck. She should have done something different. Horrible movie. Don't recommend it. I wouldn't spend $1 to get this at a Redbox. Also picked up Traffic. This is sort of like those generic Lionsgate movies that come out all the time. I feel like I get one of these. It's called Traffic or Kidnap or Hunt or like just some action word. There's nothing special about this. It's a fun little movie, a little bit of an action, you know, thriller. Nothing special. Blu-ray is just okay. If you can find this on the cheap and you like the actors in it, if you like Paula Patton, you know, Omar Epps is in this as well from The Wire. You know, you might like this, but, you know, it is what it is. I wasn't a big fan. And then I also got Super Troopers 2. I'm a big fan of the first movie. Saw the second one. It's a nice follow-up. It's not as good as the first. The first is a classic, but this is a pretty fun movie. If you like the first one, if you like the Broken Lizard, I believe that's the comedy troupe's name, Broken Lizard. Sounds right to me. I feel like that's what it is. But they did Beer Fest, they did Super Troopers, they got a few other movies under their belt that I'm forgetting. But if you like their kind of comedy, you like Super Troopers 1, you'll enjoy the follow-up. This was really neat. Decent Blu-ray, but a really fun time. And, you know, there's some cool cameos and guest appearances in it. So that was fun. And then I also have 3 4K titles. Did get A Quiet Place. Reviewed this on my channel. Definitely go check that out. Amazing movie, great 4K disc. Also got Jack Reacher in 4K. Really fun action movie. I mean, it's a typical Tom Cruise movie. He's like running for 3/4 of it from somebody or to something. He's just constantly running. The man could run a marathon in an hour. I swear he could. But, you know, lots of cool effects, lots of good stunts. Decent 4K disc, nothing special here. Wasn't much of an upgrade over the Blu-ray, but, you know, there are some nice elements to it. And the HDR always adds a nice uptick to a standard Blu-ray, so that was good. And then I got Dwayne Johnson's, I believe this is his 50th movie of the year, or however many he's been in. This is Rampage. Used to play this video game as a kid, so this was really fun to watch. Great visual effects, really nice sound, a really good 4K disc if you're just looking for something fun to watch. It reminded me of stuff like Pacific Rim, where there's just a bunch of color, a bunch of effects, really nice 4K. A fun experience to show off your system. Not the greatest movie in the world, but it's a summer blockbuster. You know, what do you want from it? It's fun. I think you'll enjoy it. So that's it for movies. Real quick, I want to talk about a book that I found at a flea market. I found this at a flea market on Cape Cod. I was just going through some stuff. Came across this book. It is called Who's Who on the Screen. This is a first edition from 1920. And so I had previously mentioned, you know, people like John Barrymore, who was in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in 1920. There's a big feature of him in this book. You have people like Charlie Chaplin before their careers really kicked off. You have people like Buster Keaton before his career really kicked off. And basically you just have this sort of outline of different actors and actresses from 1920. A lot of silent film people in here. I'm trying to find you guys a really cool name right off the top. Having a hard time finding somebody, but, you know, just amazing old book. Classic Hollywood. You know, you're not going to see something like this just hanging around. A lot of these names I didn't know, but it's interesting to go back and sort of read through it. And, you know, everything's in pretty decent shape. The binding was in okay condition, but the book itself was very clean. Really great pages. Had nothing to really complain about. And then it even has like these weird just like cartoons in here. It's just amazing to see what people thought back then. So this was really cool for a movie collector to find this. I don't usually grab books, but this is a really cool pickup for me. Alright guys, so those were the pickups. Thank you for sticking around. I know this is a long video, but I just wanted to get through everything. It's always kind of fun to show off what I bought, tell people where I got some deals, and recommend some titles. As promised, I do have a giveaway. I'm working with Universal Studios Home Entertainment on this, and it's called the Women Fight Back Blu-ray Giveaway. What this is, it's a bundle package to celebrate their new title, Breaking In, which stars Gabrielle Union, and they're giving away a package of 3 Blu-rays. One of them will be Breaking In, the new movie. One of them will be Kidnap, and the other one will be The Boy Next Door. So all those are just sort of like women fight back, you know, really action-packed movies starring women. I believe The Boy Next Door is Jennifer Lopez and Kidnap is Halle Berry. So a really cool giveaway. They're going to give away all 3 of those Blu-rays to the winner of this giveaway. To enter into this giveaway, all you have to do is 3 simple things. 1, you need to subscribe to this channel. If you're not a subscriber, you can't be entered in the giveaway. I want to give these movies away to a subscriber. Number 2, follow me on Instagram. The link will be in the description. 3rd, you need to leave a comment with your favorite kick-ass actress, whether it's Jamie Lee Curtis or Angelina Jolie or Julianne Moore or, you know, Emily Blunt. There's so many that I could go through. But basically, you need to leave one name. Pick one, your favorite kick-ass actress. It might be Gabrielle Union, might be Halle Berry, might be even Jennifer Lopez if you love The Boy Next Door. But whoever it is, just leave a comment below. Make sure you subscribe and go follow me on Instagram. That's all you have to do. If you can do those 3 things, you are entered. I'm going to pick a winner this Saturday, which is 3 days from now. You have 3 days to enter after this video goes live. and I will let the winner know by replying to your comment. So stay tuned, pay attention to your YouTube comments. I'll reply, or I'll find you on Instagram. We'll get your address and we'll have Universal ship that stuff out to you. But really exciting, really happy to work with them on this, promote the new movie, and also have a chance to give away 3 Blu-rays to my viewers. So really cool thing they're doing, big props to them. Thanks again for watching. Long video, I'm not going to go through the spiel. You know, subscribe, like, leave a comment, enter the giveaway, follow me on social media, and if you do want to donate to this channel, I have a direct PayPal. You click the link, you say here's $2, you bought me a beer for the weekend, that's awesome. You say here's $50, you just bought me a new camera stand, or you bought me a couple movies to review. Whatever you can do, I appreciate it. Some of you guys have donated and it means a lot. So thanks again for watching. Sorry this video was so long. I tried to edit it down as much as I could, but there's a lot to talk about. But yeah, stay tuned for future videos, and good luck in the giveaway, everyone. Hopefully you win.